Okay, so the volume will be, we have already said the volume is given by area times height. So if we substitute the volume here, it will be area times the height. And then the G, the gravitational pull, G. So the weight will be given by the density times the area times the height times G. So if we take that to be the force and substitute it where we have the pressure being equal to force over area, and we have said the force is the weight, and substituting that, we therefore get pressure is equal to the weight over the area, and the weight is given by the density multiplied by the area multiplied by H multiplied by G divided by the area. So the area will cancel area, and we are remaining with pressure is equal to the density times the height times G. So the formula for pressure in liquids is given by pressure is equal to density times height times the gravitational pull. And these are the factors that we have mentioned. We have said that pressure is affected by the density of a liquid, pressure is affected by the height, which is the depth, pressure is affected by the gravitational pull. And taking all those factors, therefore, we can therefore see that pressure in liquids is equal to density, height, and G, where the density is given a symbol rho, given that symbol rho. So we can, in other words, write it as pressure is equal to rho times height times G, or even rearranging those letters, we can have pressure is equal to height, rho, and G. So that is the formula that determines pressure in fluids or the pressure in liquids. Now, suppose you have a YouTube. You have a YouTube. Suppose you have a YouTube like this. This one is a YouTube. This one is a YouTube. And looking at this YouTube, the levels of the liquid is just the same. Meaning that the pressure at this point, at this level, is the same as the pressure at that level. So the two pressures are equal. But the moment you blow on one side, then the side where the pressure will be high, the level will go down. Meaning that the deeper it goes, the pressure increases. Just like if we just use this apparatus to blow, we press this side to increase the pressure. We realize that the levels start changing. The level at this point will be down, the other level will be up. And we have said pressure increases with the depth. So the depth from here, where the level up here, if we make it equal and measure that length from up there up to down here, we realize that that gives us a certain depth. And therefore the pressure at this level will be higher because the depth is quite lower than the depth on the other side. And so we know that one of the factors that determine pressure is therefore the depth or the height at which the liquid is exerted. Just like the factors that we have given. Now, if we take an example from there, we take an example. Look at that example. Calculate the pressure at point X shown on the diagram at a depth of 12 centimeters. 12 centimeters. Where is the point X? The point X is down there, down here. So that is where the X is. And that X is at a perpendicular depth of 12 centimeters. What is the pressure exerted at that point X? We have said that pressure is affected by depth, is affected by the density of the liquid, and is also affected by the gravitational pull. So knowing all those factors, we can calculate the pressure at that depth X. Given the gravitational pull to be 10 Newton per kilogram, the height is 12 centimeters, but we know, as we learned previously in our previous lesson, that our SI unit in pressure should be meters. So the centimeters should be changed to meters. And then the density of that liquid is 1 gram per cubic centimeter. Also, the SI unit for density should be 1,000 kilograms per cubic meter. So if we use those, we can see that we are able to calculate that. We can calculate that by putting our formula. Pressure of a liquid is equal to the height rho G. The height is equal to 12 centimeters. So we change that 12 centimeters to meters, divide by 100. That will give us 0.12 meters. The density is 1 gram per cubic centimeter, which is equal to 1,000 kilograms per cubic meter. And G is 10 as given in the question. So pressure therefore will be substituting those values. The height is 0.12 multiplied by 1,000 multiplied by 10. So that pressure due to the liquid at that particular depth will be equal to 1,200 Pascal, just as we said the other time. So if we want to calculate the pressure at a certain depth, then we are going to use that formula to calculate the pressure going deep at that particular depth. So from what we have said, to give a summary of what we have said is that pressure is affected by 3 factors. There are 3 factors that affect pressure. And one of the factors that we have said, can you learners remember the factors that we have said? Yes, one of the factors is the depth. The other factor is the density of the liquid. And the other factor is the gravitational pull. And we know that the height is directly proportional to the pressure. That means the pressure will increase if the height has been increased. The density is also directly proportional to the pressure. Once the density has been increased, the density of that liquid has increased, then the pressure will also increase. And finally, G is most of the time constant on Earth, but it can vary when you go to another planet, and therefore the pressure will depend on that gravitational pull. So, and we say that we can derive the formula. We can derive the formula for pressure. We can derive the formula for pressure, and we have already looked at it. That is very important because most of the time we will ask the learner how to derive the formula of pressure in liquids. And therefore it is very important that you as a learner gets it correctly, because we will give you a question to do that. And then lastly, how do we apply this in calculation? How do we apply this in calculation? We need to know that as long as the pressure is given by the formula H rho G, all those variables which are there, all those given items should be in SI unit, because we are applying a formula. The height should be in SI unit. If it is given in centimeters, then you have to change to meters. The density should also be in SI unit, so that if you are given in terms of grams per cubic centimeter, you calculate in terms of, in terms of kilograms per cubic meter, and then the G will always be given as a constant. And so from that, there are some questions that I will expect the learner to do. Suppose you are given, you are told that there is a diver at a certain depth, and the depth is given, the density of the liquid is given, and also the G